Hello and welcome to Game of the Day here on Cricket Leinster TV. In the Mason Alexander LHW Financial Planning Cricket Leinster Premier League, our Game of the Day features Leinster Cricket Club against Pembroke Cricket Club. At the toss were standing umpires Aidan Seaver and Shrine Carpe, alongside home captain George Dockrell and visiting captain Fiachra Tucker. It was Tucker and Pembroke who won the toss, and a surprise to many, they opted to bat first. Pembroke captain Fiachra Tucker took the field alongside Dermot Tucker at Observatory Lane. Joe Carroll and Bilal Azar set about their task of opening the bowling for Leinster with gusto. From the very first ball, Carroll set the tone as the Leinster team went up in unison for an LBW appeal. In the second over, Fiachra did counter with a boundary, and in the fourth, Dermot cut a boundary backward of point. That was to be as good as it got for Pembroke really, as Carroll and Azar had the top order under serious pressure and were moving the ball prodigiously. Azar struck first, trapping the visiting captain Fiachra Tucker LBW, and although Andy Balbirnie produced a lovely flick off his pads and leant on a drive through mid-wicket in the 7th over, Carroll wasn't to be kept out of the game for long. With the last ball of the 9th over, he had Theo Lawson LBW before Azar repeated the trick with the last ball of the 10th, bowling Dermot Tucker. The very next ball, Carroll caught Hogan on the toe and then cleaned up Alex Ridley with the last ball of the 11th. Pembroke were 37 for 6 and in serious trouble. In his next over, the irrepressible Carroll repeated his heroics, taking 2 more wickets to leave Leinster completely in charge. Carroll and Azar had shared the first 13 overs, but Captain Dockrell decided to bring on Saqib Bahudar for Azar. It was that type of day for Leinster, and Bahudar struck in his first over as Jack Balbirnie was caught behind by wicket-keeper Ian O'Herlihy. At 40 for 9, it was now just a matter of time, and Carroll was on the prowl for his 7th wicket. Paul Lawson and JJ Garth did put on 12 for the final wicket, including a fine shot to long off from Lawson and a drive for 3 from Garth that would have raced to the boundary in the height of summer. Just 2 balls after that shot, however, Carroll was to have the final say. With the ball moving around once again, Carroll had his 7th wicket when he trapped Paul Lawson LBW. All told, it was advantage Leinster, and they applauded Joe Carroll from the field as he led his side with outstanding figures of 7 for 28. Chasing 53 for victory, it was Danny Code and Garrett Delaney who were given the task of opening the batting for Leinster, while for Pembroke it was overseas professional Alex Ridley and Irish under-19 star Josh Little who were given the unenviable task of looking for early wickets. With Garrett Delaney on strike, he showed his determination to get the runs in a hurry with a controlled cut up and over the infield to the cover boundary. Josh Little, meanwhile, was in energetic form, running in with determination. 2 big, sustained appeals for LBW in his first over were followed by a successful appeal for the same with his last ball of his first over as Danny Code fell for 7. This brought Fionn O'Sullivan to the crease, and after a maiden over from Ridley, O'Sullivan picked up 2 runs, tucking into leg off his hips before Delaney found another lovely drive through the covers. Ridley picked up his first wicket when O'Sullivan lobbed a delivery to JJ Garth at mid-off, but Leinster were cruising at 22 for 2 after 5 overs. Captain George Dockrell joined Delaney, looking to ease the home side to their target. In the 6th over, they both found the boundary. Delaney first through point, followed by Dockrell, who got onto the front foot with a lovely drive. Leinster were now racing towards their target of 53, and Delaney fired 2 more wonderful boundaries in the 7th and 8th overs. That left the stage clear for George Dockrell to smash successive boundaries through cover and then through mid-wicket to wrap up an opening day victory for the defending champions Leinster Cricket Club by 8 wickets. So I'm joined here by Fiachra Tucker, captain of Pembroke Cricket Club. Tough defeat today, Fiachra. Can you put it into words?
I guess we can just say we weren't really at the race at all today. To be fair to them, Joe Carroll bowled very well up top, but the batting just wasn't there at all today.
At the start, I know with winning the toss, you're confident, obviously, that your batting lineup was going to be able to do it. It must be disappointing, obviously, to not be able to put on a score and something to defend.
Yeah, very disappointing. We could say maybe you could have bowled first, but I reckon the conditions wouldn't have changed much straight today. So I don't think I regret batting first. So listen, we weren't at the races, so hopefully we have a big game next week. So two games against Marion and the Hills. So hopefully we can redeem ourselves then. There's not much we can take away from this game, so I think we should just put it to bed and look at the games next week. I think we're still looking at honours this season. I think we're one of the strongest teams in the league, so hopefully we can get back at it next week and really push on from there.
Great start to the season, George. You must be happy.
Yeah, delighted. You know, bit your arm off at the start of play to say we would have had him 50 all out. I think the wicket was actually played pretty well in the end. It's a nice bit of carry. So credit to Derek here for getting that ready after the winter we've had. But yeah, to go out and bowl as well as we did, and Joey Carroll's effort there was pretty special. It's a great start of the season and a lovely way to kick it off with a big win.
Absolutely. You've got to say a bit more about Joey Carroll there. What can be said for that performance? Has it been going well? It's hard to get any form, I suppose, at this time of the season, but it was a special performance today.
Yeah, incredible. The skills he showed there. He was swinging the ball huge amounts, and he obviously showed how much he had all the batsmen in trouble, and going both ways too. You know, nicking off Annie Balbirnie, which is a huge wicket, and then getting all those LBs and bowled going the other way. So he's got a huge amount of talent and skill, and he's obviously been over for 2 or 3 weeks now, but he's got into his stride pretty quick. And you know, him and Bilal are a key part of us starting off with wickets early, and they did that again today, and hopefully they can continue that through the season.
Looking forward to the title defence?
Yeah, definitely. You know, with Marion coming up this year, I think it's probably the most competitive where the league has ever been. Couldn't possibly tell you who would finish first or last, I think, and it's great to have a league that's that close. Obviously last year, I think it was going into the last 3 games, I think it was the top 6 could still win it, and hopefully it's as competitive again this year. But yeah, I think every team's going to be tough to beat, and obviously that's a great win for us, and hopefully we can continue that on. But yeah, looking forward to a challenging season, I think, throughout.
On a glorious day of sunshine in Rathmines, Leinster run out 8 wicket winners over Pembroke, with Joe Carroll the star of the day, taking 7 for 28. Pembroke bowled out for 52 and Leinster chasing down the target inside 9 overs. At Anglesey Road in their second match of the season, Marion had a comfortable victory. They bowled North County out for 88 before an unbeaten 48 from Jack Carty saw them home by 9 wickets. At Claremont Road, YM made 205 all out in their 50 overs, Harry Tector top scoring with 67. In reply, an unbeaten 79 from Brad Kneebone was in vain, as 3 wickets from Jared Barnes, Porrick Flanagan and Simi Singh saw YM home to a 26-run victory. At Castle Avenue, Clontarf bowled the Hills out for 83 in 41.5 overs, David Delaney taking 4 for 24 and Samir Dutt 3 for 8. Clontarf didn't have it all their own way, Albert van der Merwe taking 3 wickets for 20 before sealing a 4-wicket victory for Clontarf. Thank you for joining us on Cricket Leinster TV for the game of the day in the Mason Alexander LHW Financial Planning Cricket Leinster Premier League. Last season's champions are underway with a victory thanks to 7 wickets from their number 7, while Pembroke will look to restart with next weekend's doubleheader. Join us again next week, and until then, go well.